What's up guys, Kenan here, how are you doing? Today we're talking about the lower back pain syndromes. Now these are quite common ones among cyclists, especially those beginning ones, but still some so-called experienced riders would tell you that if you want to be aero, if you want to produce a lot of power, you will never feel fully comfortable on the bike, which is wrong in my opinion. So let me give you some two basic rules and maybe some additional infos on how to solve the problem with your lower back pain, and you will be really able to fix like 99% of those problems. That's from my experience what I see among the riders. And just as we were doing it with some other episodes on knee pain or neck pain, we should be thinking what's happening to our body while we are pedaling, then we understand how we can solve the problem. First rule, you already know that from my other episodes. You can only produce as much power with your legs as you can stabilize with your pelvis. What that means? When I'm pushing right now the pedal downwards, I'm also pushing the pivot on my pelvis upwards. What's happening to the pelvis? It's starting to bounce. There is some dancing going on here. You can see that on some unexperienced riders or riders who are very tired, that their pelvis is just really start to be bouncing, not because they have too high, their saddle is too high, but because they are so tired here, the core muscles are so tired, they are not able to really stabilize the pelvis. So rule number one, core muscle strength. If we don't have enough of the strength here in those areas, we won't be able to stabilize the pelvis and we can be experiencing some back pain, right? Because when I'm pushing the pedal with my right leg, I need to have some strong muscles here in order to stabilize that pelvis. So this was rule number one. Easy? Easy. But really not everyone knows it and thinks about it. Rule number two, position on the bike. This is road bike, this is time trial bike, let's say mountain bike and a city bike. What's happening to some areas of our body here, which areas are being stretched out? These are here, my hamstrings, here my gluteal muscles, and of course here the lower back. So if I don't want to be experiencing lower back pain, I need to have flexibility of hamstrings and gluteal muscles and my lower back as well. But gluteal muscles and hamstrings, these are the keywords here, I would say. So stretching is super important. Really, after each ride, I'm doing it just regularly during the day. It's really so relaxing for me, and I feel well in any position. As you can see, I can really go down anywhere with my back because I am flexible. So that's important. But flexibility is not the only thing here in rule number one, the position on the bike, because when we are having longer stem, so we are having longer reach on the bike, we're putting more stress on this area, right? So sometimes it could be too aggressive position, meaning too far ahead or too deep handlebar. What can we change? We can change the stem to the shorter one. We can change the handlebar, if it's the aero bar, to the more shallow one. And of course, stack and reach of our bike is also super important, right? So the reach, so this distance between my head tube and the bottom bracket, if it's longer, I'm stretched out, and stack is this distance, right, between the bottom bracket and the head tube. So the stack, when the stack is lower, I'm being pulled down and I need more flexibility here, or just I'm stretching too much. So if you understand all those things, it will be quite easy for you. But what I would really begin with, if you are a beginning cyclist, give your body time to adapt to this position. Because if you just made like your first 150 miles ride or first 15 minutes uphill, you can really be dying of the lower back pain, and it's quite normal. So first off, just ride the bike, and if you don't adapt to this position on the bike, then start changing things. things, of course, stretching regularly. And if you want to be training regularly and being just strong on the bike, then you have to be doing some additional core strength exercises, not only on the bike, but some special exercises for your core strength. So these are two main rules really: core strength and the flexibility of your hamstrings and gluteal muscles. Now, the reason number 3 that you can experience the lower back pain can also be your saddle. Two things: uncomfortable saddle, or the tilt of the saddle is wrong when the tip of your saddle is too high. What's happening then? Let's think that my tip of my saddle goes up. What's happening to my pelvis? It's being like pushed up here in the front. So what's happening here? I'm not riding in the comfortable position. I'm not really sitting on the saddle. Can you see what's happening now to my pelvis? I'm stretching my lower back, and I'm contracting my muscles here. So this can be really uncomfortable. Sometimes we don't think about it, but we really do this move because we want to avoid numbness on our crotch area. So this is also super important. The saddle has to be comfortable, so no numbness in this area, and also the tilt of the saddle should be right. Of course, the last reason that we can experience those pain would be also some changes in our bones, some degenerative, how do we pronounce it, guys? Degenerative, bear with me, changes. So that could be problem not really connected to bike fit, and it's sometimes causing the pain, but it's not for many riders. Most of the problems we really can solve by having core strength, flexibility of hamstrings, gluteal muscles, and the right saddle and the right tilt of the saddle. So that's it, guys. I'm really hoping that it helped you. So put some comments below if you did change something on your bike and you solved this problem. If you have further questions, put them down below this video. And if you find this helpful, please share this video with others. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Have fun on your bikes. Bye.